Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. I chuckle because, hey, look, we're looking at a waste processing facility. Awesome. Hi. Welcome back to Pine Pass, as my voice cracks in City Skylines. And we're up here at the top of a hill because, friends, it is time. I am stumped as to what to do with this area. I'm going to give you an idea of how big it is. So basically, we have this flat area right here. I am going to redo the road. I am going to switch back it up the side of the hill. It'll probably come out like there. And then wrap around and loop around and probably reconnect right back over there. But I just don't know what to do with this area. Originally, all of the stuff that's down here, like in this area, was going to go up here. But then it just, I don't know, it seemed like it would have been crowded to try to get it all to fit up there. So I changed my plans. It does have access to the cable car, which takes it down the mountain and over to that side. But I would love to hear suggestions for what to do with this area, because I don't know, maybe we just leave it alone. But it just seems like it's too perfect to just leave it. I would like to do something with it. I may even do something with this little space here, just a little town. I don't know. It'd be kind of hard to get a road over here, though, it looks like. But anyways, that's not what we're focused on today. I just want to start getting feedback from you guys so that I know what I'm doing. Granted, I'm recording this like 5 weeks before this video will go live, so I'm going to have to wait a while. I don't know that I'm going to have 5 weeks worth of building left down here, but today we are going to build right down here, and we're going to begin by getting rid of that. We don't need it because of what we're going to be doing. I want to bring in this road right. That's only going to give me 3. Yeah, okay. So we want to back that off. So I want to bring this in right here. I want 4 out of this. And we're probably going to run most of this width. We might do a curve down here at the end. Or maybe we'll do a curve up there to avoid hitting that. Let's see here where we can get 4 in here. Okay. So I just wanted to check the train as I was doing that. This never, ever, ever wants to make 90 degrees, does it? It really doesn't. We could run that down there or up there. I'm just going to run it straight there and it'll be fine. So cool. That gets us started. And then we got a lot of extra nodes in here for some reason. Let's, whoop, wrong button. Let's back that off and see if we can get that with, yeah, it's still doing like, I wonder if that's what's causing all of the weirdness with the angles. Because see, there's a weird node there. Let's investigate. Because we don't need all these nodes right by each other. That one I can't even get. It's just not going to let me. But it's clearly there. I mean, look, it's right there. Why? Why? Or wait, no, that's something else. Entirely, because that's still there. Weird. We'll just ignore it for now. That's not the same road. Thought it was. I thought I clicked a different road. Or the same road, but I didn't. So, let's see what we want to do for some block lengths. We're going to have homes that back right up to... Now that I say that, do you want the back side of your house looking out over the ocean, or do you want the front and have like this lovely oceanfront drive? Yeah, it's the front, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, it is. It's the front side. That's where you would want to have your house. That's where I'd want to have my house anyway. So we'll just do it. We'll just run that all the way down here and then get this as close as I can. Come on, go one more. Okay, let's turn off Road guidelines. Let's see if that helps us. Nope. Grid. Grid. Okay, it's there. Maybe. I want. Can I do this? I think that'll work. Hey, that made a nice square for once. Wow. I don't want to bulldoze it. I want to do this. I want to get this all down to the right elevation so that we are starting from a decent place here. So let's select all of these nodes. I called them segments in the last video. And when I was editing, I'm like, no, you moron. Those are nodes, not segments. There we go. This should now all be... That did not work at all. Okay. Weird. Whoa, come back, come back, come back, come back. Somehow the mouse escaped to the other screen. Control H to that side. Height, elevation, whatever. Cool. So, how long is this? That is the question here. This is 4160. What if we tried to get like 5 blocks out of this? That would give us like 800 and something each. Would be about 840. Not exactly 840, but about 840. This is going to be a residential neighborhood for the most part. There will be some other things here, mainly because we've got some noise right here. Let's turn road guidelines off. Did I use the wrong road here? Oh, it's 5200. Yeah, I was using the wrong road. So 5200 divided by 5 is 1040. That's awful far. Well, no, I guess not. It's just there. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do 1000. And then we'll come out from this side with 1000. I kind of want to make sure we're somewhat symmetrical here. I know you guys just love it when I build everything in a grid. And then that'll be 1200. Are we fine with that? Or do we want to go like 600 and 600? And then maybe we could do something special down in there. That is always a possibility. This is going to run all the way to there. And I'm just going to get this section finished up. And then we will see what we're going to do from there. We do have to get around these rocks. And I'm thinking if we just go like... there-ish? Nope. There-ish? There. That gets us around them right there. Cool. And then this can run up. Let's back that off. And get this to where it intersects. There we go. And then we'll figure out the rest of this here right quick. And what I've come up with is this little neighborhood. We've got to have a couple bridges across. We've got a couple connections out to our collector. This only goes that direction. Might be a bit of a problem. I'm just not sure about that casino anymore. Just not. I don't know. For whatever reason, I'm not as happy with it as I once was. But I want to take a look at noise and see... Yeah, it's only right here in this corner, actually. I thought that would make way more noise than it does. What does it put out for noise? Oh, only 35. Okay. So that's fine. So our real big noise concern is right here. I know we just in the last video, or maybe the one before that, I can't remember. Lots happened this week. We placed this metro station in with the business park, but I kind of want to have the opportunity. Well, it does go that way, though. Never mind. I was going to say I want it to go this way, but I kind of want it to come over here as well. And this not have to go through here. But then I'd have to have 2 different stops right here. And so what I'm thinking is if we replace this with a station that has like double tracks like this one, we could run one up that way and then the other one through here and over to there. And then we could still run a connection up there like we are, so these folks can get over, but this one could come down and around in this way. And we could even maybe get some stuff hitting over here. I don't know. I'm thinking that this needs to turn and go straight up and then around. That way we can catch some of the offices and commercial to be back here. And then this run can go from there and over to here. So let's see if there's not a metro station that will fit that bill. I know that there is this that has this one double tracks. Yeah, this one has double tracks. This could work, and it's a fairly small building, and it would even kind of fit in because we're going to do a little bit of wall-to-wall here on this first edge with just regular buildings right behind it. So yeah, this would take care of the problem, wouldn't it? Absolutely would. But I can't get away with putting this on. I mean, I could put it like there, but if I put it here in the middle, that's just gonna look stupid. So instead, we're just gonna drop it right there, and then we're gonna fix these metro tracks real fast here. I'm gonna pause for just a moment because we are gonna sever that. So the question is now for this weird loop up here that comes up this way, do we want it to be? Let me grab that tool and then go underground, maybe, possibly. There you go. So we have a loop that starts here, comes around, and then it goes there, and then it goes all the way up there. I'm thinking that it should connect to this bottom one and be the one that runs down here and up and around and back into that. It's going to be a tight corner right there. We may move that metro station to more down here. I mean, it doesn't really matter where it goes as long as there's one over here. In fact, if it's over this way, it would actually service things probably a little bit better. And then have this line just go straight up and over. I think that's the plan. So we're going to do some significant changes here. Chief of which is getting rid of that metro station, which I should have got rid of those stops first, but I think it'll be all right. I think we'll be fine. And then I want to bring this out. I want my snap twos to about there-ish. Why are you saying you're going to destroy buildings? You are underground, aren't you? Yeah, you're underground. Cool. And then this one to about there-ish, and then we can just use curve road tool to get that reestablished. Cool. And now this can just run over this way. Just straight over. We could maybe even bring it up and get a metro station in for this end. But we are going to run a bus line into this neighborhood, and it's going to go over here. So yeah, I don't think we really need to worry about a station here. I think we just need to do the long haul. So let's get rid of this so I can see where we're going to connect this guy. And that station, I think, would serve us better down here. No room for it there. So let's go there. I'm just trying to figure out our connections on both ends. I think that would be fine. Where are my bus stops over here? There's a bus stop right there. They're just sightseeing buses. So if we go like right there, they can walk from the subway to get on the sightseeing bus. Yeah, that works. That works for me. So now we need to reconnect these two. And this should be able to just do kind of a long sweeping curve this way, right to about there. And then this, hopefully I can get it to just kind of meet up nicely. Yeah, cool. So that takes care of that connection. Now we need to get this connection down here, which it needs to curve and come up this way a little bit so that we're not going out under the water, because there's no need to go under the water. This can I'm going to go ahead and bring this to this area up here for my curve, just in case I do decide to put a station in. I don't think I'm going to put a station there, but it'd be nice to already have it kind of in the general neighborhood. And then we will curve over that direction and then try to make a connection here. That's going to look stupid. So let's do that and then right in. Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then this one is going to just go ahead and curve this way. And then up here. It's following mostly where it was, but I wanted to get rid of it while we were working on that. Now, the only problem I can foresee is sometimes when you have one station that technically gets connected to different places, you can run into pathing problems. I've had this happen more than once, so hopefully this works fine. Because obviously we're not going to run one loop all the way through here, back to that station, and then back again. No, this is going to be several loops. In fact, we're just going to go ahead and click all the wrong buttons. And we're going to go into Metro. Nope, Metro. And I want to see what lines we have, and then we're just going to reestablish them. I know it's going to be these last two for sure. But I don't know which other one and this one. Yep, and the other ones are all on the other side of town, yeah? Just be sure. Wow, that's a lot of people. That one's over there. This one, I don't know why after a while it just doesn't auto-center when you click a line. Just a thing that happens, and then that one's there. Cool. So let's now get a few lines reestablished here. Click the right tool. So this one is going to go from here I'm almost tempted to go ahead and bring in a second line there so that they don't have to change from over here. You can come straight to this one. I mean, and take advantage of the fact that it's double tracked. It is double tracked. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I've talked myself into it. But that's gonna require... How do you get two of them out of here nicely? I don't know. Right, do you bring that one down like that and then another one up like that? Oh. It's just like space already occupied, so you can't make another connection there at all. It'd be nice if you just have it run right in where it needs to, but I understand why you don't. So we're going to bring that down just a little bit. And make that connection, and then we're going to bring this over like fairly close to the station. I don't want these sharing tracks until they absolutely have to, which is probably going to be right around here, maybe. This is making all kinds of funky connections, and I don't like funky connections. Well, those are two different elevations. No, that's the same elevation. So maybe we have to connect more here. Just trying to find somewhere it wants to do it, like, naturally. When I come off that way, it's just ugly. It just doesn't really want to go. So I guess we'll go right there, and that will just have to be it. Okay, that's fine. So now I got to pay attention of which stop is where. Because we don't want these getting in each other's way. So this one's going to come down here. Yeah. Okay. Just making sure I have this right. And then over to here. And that ends there. So then back to there and in the middle. It doesn't really matter on the middle or side, honestly. And then finish there. Cool. And then this line is going to go here to here. So do we need that stop? No, because we already have a stop from this station to this station, so we can skip that station entirely. Yeah, we can skip that entirely because this is kind of a direct to over here type thing. But then if we skip that station entirely, we're not providing access from the ship harbor. So we do need to go there. Okay, it's fine. We'll just add that in there. So maybe we skip here coming through here. No, we'll just have them both. And it'll be fine. You can take either way. And then over here, I want this just to be its own little line that pings back and forth from here to here. So right there to right there and back again. But I'd like that to be on the other side. I'm just going to grab one of these and hold shift and move it to the other side. Beautiful. So we now need to make these different colors because that'll drive me crazy if they're all the same color. Make you a nice bright yellow, and we'll make you the bright hot pink line. Yes, we like the hot pink line. Cool. So that should, fingers crossed, function. Now let's come in here, maybe out of this map, out of this view. Can I have that go away? Thank you. And start to look at our services over here, which we are going to need some healthcare. So I'm going to throw that in back here and take advantage of some of these larger blocks for some of our services. And we can get some fire coverage there. If I put it right here, it can get out over that collector. Or we can put it here, it can go out over the bridge. Bridge. I like the bridge idea. And then police headquarters. Let's put it right there. I just realized we don't have any banks over here, and we really should have. So I'm just going to kind of cannibalize a building somewhere. So there is commercial offices, offices, offices. That is the building provided the bonus. No? Yes. Yes. So let's put a bank in right here since office is our lowest demand right now. Actually, we'll put it in back here because it's going to... Space already occupied by? What? Exactly? Nope, space is not already occupied. And then... Well, yeah, we'll just let those go ahead and grow in right next to that. That should make those guys happy. I can unpause, by the way. I don't have to leave this paused any longer. So we've got our fire, our police, our healthcare. We will need death care in this area. And we will do that with just a cryopreservatory, I think. And we will maybe get that in right over here. Yeah, that fits. That fits. And then do we want another post office over here? Of course we do, because we're already running rough on the old postal service. So, let's look at... So... That is way over there, so we definitely need a childcare. So let's get this in right here. And then I think it's going to be the same with the elder care. Yeah, we're going to need elder care. And we're going to give them, not a huge area, but we are going to give them pretty significant. Let's put it over here by the child care. Why not? Yeah. So now, the controversial thing, as always, are schools. We have 2 high-capacity schools over here. And they're not even, that one's right over half full. This one is, yeah, about the same. Given the fact that there's going to be mass transit, I think I'm okay with just having that school over there and being done with it, mainly just because we are so way over capacity at this point that, I don't know, it just seems silly to build more. Okay, so districts now. We're not going to make this a pedestrian district, but we are going to use wall-to-wall buildings down here on this edge. Thus, the need for a district right here. And then we're going to just, even though we don't need another district, I want to make sure that this road right behind is not wall-to-wall. Plus, we can lift the high-rise band this way. Ooh, hello, Thundersnow. You always startle me every time you do that. And we'll just go ahead and incorporate all of this for now. We're not building over on the other side of the collector at the moment. So right along like that. And then I just want to try to clean this line up a little bit. I want to make sure my wall-to-wall is covered, but not getting too far into this neighborhood like it is there. The way districts snap to roads is both a blessing and a curse. Cool. So, Strawberry Square, only thing we're doing here is the lack of a high-rise band. Same over here in Crescent Park, but Crescent Park is going to get the residential wall-to-wall treatment. And I think we can just get started on that. So we need a little bit of commercial or office as a buffer here. We do have a bit of a demand for both. So I'm going to do a strip of commercial along this and then just a strip of office right here as well. And then we're just going to run this wall-to-wall residential through here. And let that fill in and see what it looks like. I'm not sure that I'm going to be happy with the results, so I want to see what it looks like. So while that's starting to fill in, I'm going to run a bus line, and we'll pick back up in just a moment once we see what we have. And as I've been sitting here watching this grow in, I just keep seeing all these snow-covered roads thinking, wow, I bet that'd be a car accident in City Skylines too. Kind of looking forward to that mechanic, honestly. So far, we're doing good on this bus route. Of course, there's not that much here. And I'm thinking that this was the right call with the wall-to-wall buildings here. I kind of like it. I think it looks good. We haven't quite filled in everywhere yet, and that's okay. It'll get there. So back here, I want to try to get in a few parks. I think we will do like a snowman park behind the childcare facility and maybe one of the ice sculpture parks. Wait, we never wound up using. Yeah, we've got to find a place for that really cool park that we haven't used yet. So we'll get that there, and then I think up in this corner here, maybe like our restaurant. Where are those? Those here? I think they're here. Yeah. So just a sidewalk restaurant. Which one's bigger? This one is. I want it to kind of fill this corner nicely. We're gonna back it off just a little bit, I think. Is that the way I want that to go? We can back it off quite a bit because it has a walkway. And that makes me happy because I just kind of want this to be the only thing in this little square right here. Oh, that is underground. We don't want that. There we go. And we'll run that to there. And connecting off the wrong node. Come on. Come on. Connect on the prop. Fine. If you're not going to do it, I'll do it for you. And then we'll go off of there. Yeah, that'll be fine. And we don't need anything else really in that corner. And then we will run a little path right across here, maybe, possibly. This is what I want. I want to turn off road guidelines so I can get that in right there. And then this can just be some low density commercial right there. Gonna leave the elder care facility alone. Just let it do its thing. And then where was it? It was... Yeah, I don't remember where that park was that I was like, oh, we didn't use this park. Ah, there it is. The frozen fountain. Oh, is it going to fit there? It is just going to fit here. Cool. Let's actually have it take up a big chunk of this block. Yeah, and then that can serve even as a pedestrian cut through, and I like it. So I want to fill in some other things right here. I want an ice hockey rink, kind of close to it. And I want a skating rink and a few other, like a sledding hill. Maybe the sledding hill can go over here by the childcare. Yeah. And then I want an ice skating rink right there. I would put something back here, but I really don't want anything coming off this collector. So what else do we have? Ski lodge, I think, would be out of place here. And then, yeah, I think snowmobile track would be out of place. We could do a fishing pier out by the water, maybe, if it will think that it's connected. Oof. You are casting a very long line there, aren't you? People will walk right through that, but that's fine. It'll be alright. That'll help with parks down to this side, because if we look, it's pretty bad. In fact, I'm going to move that down to here. And let's see what that does for us. Yeah, because this end has pretty good entertainment. This end, not so much. In fact, I'm going to move it a little bit more yet. Right to there. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that gets us a little bit better coverage. Right here in the middle, not the greatest, but we can fix that by coming in with one of the smaller sidewalk cafes. Dropping that in right there. And that should make those guys happy. Yeah. So I don't think we've got many upgrades taking place here yet. We don't. But our residential demand is starting to bounce back a little bit. This is going to be primarily commercial. Or not commercial, but residential. The commercial and offices will be mostly over there. We did this little section here just to act as like a noise buffer more than anything else. Let's fix some zoning through here as well while we're at it. I'm going to take this. I'm going to select that road. And I want to get rid of zoning entirely on this so that we can get more in back here. And maybe even there. Yeah, that'll work. And the bus will figure itself out. Cool. So the rest of this is just going to be, I do love how this all has like the little neighborhood hidden gardens in behind the buildings. I dig it. I like the colorful, just, I don't know, liveries on the buildings. I don't know what to really call it. Murals. I like the colorful murals on the buildings right up here on the waterfront. I think it looks kind of cool. So we're going to go with it. I did go ahead and put wall-to-wall on the office and commercial here just so it would be fairly consistent. But the rest of this is going to be just regular residential. We will possibly do a couple more pockets of commercial. Like, we could probably get away with some commercial right here. Right along there. Just to kind of fill this space out. And then we're going to need at least a buffer of office right there. I don't want to put anything, I think, on this road, though, because that's really acting as my collector. So maybe I should have left the zoning on just one side here. Yeah, I should have done that. I'm going to pause real quick and figure out which side that needs to be on. So it's on that. So that means I need to come out to the collector and probably just take zoning off of that entirely. Can I please? Thank you. Yeah, that'll be fine. Because we don't really need to zone anything along the collector. We just, whoa, hi. We just don't. So that means this can be bigger because it will actually fill that in nicely. What's my noise like up here at the casino? A little noisy, so let's do just a little bit more office there. And then I think we're good. I'm going to unpause the game again. And then we're going to come in with, I'm going to leave that all office back here because that's fairly noisy. And then we're just going to spam out a bunch more residential. I don't want to eat those rocks up. I like those rocks where they are. I'm really thinking that we need just a little more commercial here and maybe right there and there. And you know what? Let's go ahead and put this in by the Sidewalk Cafe. You need to be fine. And then that is residential. And now we have a lot of stuff that we just zoned that we need to wait for it to fill in. So that is what we're going to do. So as everything's growing in, I am seeing some people use the key wall, but I think we can increase that usage by actually putting in some paths. So I want to do that because I don't think that it is currently taking advantage of having that right here. So we're gonna just use Anarchy and bring in a couple of key connections here. Like every other one or so, just so that people can easily get back and forth to the key wall. Because right now our only connection was like there, and why they were walking all the way over here, I don't know. But now they have a good reason to walk all the way over there, because there's actually connectivity, and we should see people start using those fairly quickly. This area is filling in nicely. I did go ahead and just add in a couple of pockets of commercial where some residential wasn't developing. But for the most part, other than right there and right there, all of this has developed. It definitely needs to go through a series of upgrades. But all in all, I think we're looking pretty good. These buildings will get taller as they upgrade. I mean, that's only a level 2. And so we should see it getting taller and taller and taller. I like the colorful facades with the murals and the different color buildings from the wall-to-wall buildings, and then just regular buildings behind that. And of course, you know, bring a lot of fishing line if you want to fish from there. But I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to let this run between videos. It's kind of hard to believe that we've got this massive sprawling downtown here on the waterfront. I mean, we started 8 months ago now here. This is where Pine Pass began. Remember? And it was all low density, and we have this park that I still need to redetail because I still haven't gotten to redetailing Pine Pass. I need to do it. I am going to do a live stream, hopefully soon. By the time you see this, it will have most likely happened weeks ago, and you can view it on my second channel. But yeah, I think we're looking pretty good. We do have very heavy traffic down this collector, but it's moving for the most part. I mean, there are a lot of cars here, and mainly the only reason we have any stopping is the lane changers, like right there. There it goes. Otherwise, it's flowing pretty well. We have a little bit here that's kind of backing up, but I think that will be just fine. I think we'll be all right. I don't foresee any problems here. Just checking to make sure that these are all right-hand turns, because there's no reason for anybody to make a left off of any of these, and looks like we're good, except for that rock. Why those keep popping up? I can't tell you the number of times I have selected these little rocks and just like highlighted the whole area and deleted them. And then when I reload the game, they're back. So I don't know what's up with that. Anyways, it's looking pretty good over there by the water, I think. So we're going to leave it here for now. And Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.